Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be back with another video for you. Today, I thought we would go into creating our own vision board together. In my last video, we talked about how we can create smarter goals that align with your values, that really feel personalized to who you are and what you want to achieve. Now, I think that when we create a visual representation of everything that we want to achieve and the goals that we want to have success with, it really helps to create something visual. So you can do this all sorts of ways. You can write it out in your journal with paper and crafts and cutting things out from magazines like how we used to do when we were kids. You could just do it so many different ways. The way that I'm going to do it today, and that I hope you join along with me in doing this, is I'm going to create my own vision board in Canva today. So this is personalized to me and my goals, but I thought it would be a cozy, fun way for us to see what similarities that we have in common. And if you've created a vision board too, let me know in the comments. I would love to maybe check out your vision boards if you want to send them to me, or if you want to share them in the comments below by linking it somewhere. That's totally cool too. Through Canva, there are just so many templates that you can choose from. So we're going to pick out a template together, and then I'm going to start by designing my vision board. And what's cool about having something digital is that you can print it out, you could put it in your journal, you could set it as your desktop background. Wherever you feel like you can look at this every day without having something blocking you from really seeing you achieve your goals. And I think it's so important for us to visualize a lot. Because when we visualize something, when we're writing it down, when we're creating it in different formats, we are more likely to succeed. So let's get to it. So right now I am going into Canva and I'm just looking up templates. You see that I have the templates button there, and there are just so many. I'm going to choose whatever is free because I don't have Canva Pro. But if you have Canva Pro, then that gives you a little bit more to work with. So I definitely want something that's horizontal. Like I said, I'm probably going to put this as my desktop background. So I really like this template here, how it has all the overlapping features here. That might be a winner for me so far because it gives you a lot of different photos and then that in the middle. This is really fun too, though. I like that there are different cutouts. I really like that actually. It looks like as if I took magazines and newspapers and put it there. This is really cute too, but it has that little crown there, so you need a Canva Pro or Canva Business. That's cute too. A lot of them are using similar elements, I'm noticing. This is really neat and tidy, so if you like things looking really neat, this is nice. This is cute too, it's similar. Again, it has that crown on the bottom, which means you gotta pay for it. This is very pretty. Ooh, this is nice too. That's lovely. I'm gonna go with one of the top ones from earlier. I think this one's my winner. Let me check this out. Oh, and I really love these sayings attached. Let me see. Okay, so let's customize this template. Now, I might keep these sayings here. So it says aligned, abundant, and unstoppable. Money flows to me effortlessly. Grateful, glowing, and growing. Growth over perfection. That is my motto. That is something that I'm constantly telling myself over and over again. I nourish my body, mind, and soul. A lot of my goals this year are focused on health. So I'm going to say vision board 2026 on the top. That's how I'm labeling this. My keyboard is not working with me today. Anytime I'm recording or streaming something, my keyboard stops working. I am capable is another affirmation here. I'm covering that up with my face at the moment. Confidence, courage, and clarity. That's another good one. And I create joy every day. I actually love all these different affirmations. My goals this year are focused on health. So health and growing my business. Those are my foundation of the year. So I'm thinking I'm going to put pictures of maybe books that I want to read or people working out. Also, I've been experimenting with carnivore lifestyle. So maybe I'll put good pictures of meat on there because that's been really helping my body feel good. So let's focus on business things. I'm thinking I want to do more teaching, whether that's me actually teaching for school or whether it's me creating more courses online for people. If you don't know already, I released my first course, this self-compassion course, that is linked in the description and it's available on Udemy. And that allows you to go over a bunch of mental health tools to help you be more self-compassionate. So if you want to check that out and maybe use that in addition to your therapy sessions that you're working on with another therapist, or you're not ready for therapy yet, but you want a little taste of it, that course might be helpful to you. So let's get into this. So I'm putting a chalkboard or something like this guy here he's teaching with a board there. I should just search chalkboard. Maybe I don't want the people in it. I don't know. Let's start with this one. I'll put that over here for now. And what's great is you could just drag and drop the photos that speak to you. Or maybe I like that one more. It shows someone being a teacher. I mean, she's teaching math, but it's always math. I guess that's the easiest thing to show. But I wish I could show a chalkboard with psychological concepts. I guess I could try and put it on there. So maybe I could have a chalk text feature. So a chalk kind of written as in chalk, and then I'll put Freud, psychodynamic. I'm just gonna put keywords that might look nice there. The heck? Dynamic cognitive behavioral therapy. I'll just put those terms written in the background or something just to add a little detail there. So when I'm thinking about health goals, maybe just being in child pose a few times a day, it just helps release tension in my body so well. Maybe strength training, because I've been really trying to work on lifting more and just making sure that I'm implementing resistance training. I think that is so, so useful for us, especially as we get older. So those are some dumbbells there, but I feel like it's hard to tell those are dumbbells. I'll put a kettlebell. Maybe a woman feeling strong there. I'm gonna put steak. I just need a good picture of steak. That's a good photo. I'll put it there. That way the steak doesn't take up too much space. Oh wait, actually I like the steak and eggs photo so much more. I'll put that near the other health things. What business related things should I put? So I want to teach, I want to read different books. What's something that I want to read? This is a book that I've really wanted to read for a long time, but I haven't been good with trying to do that. That was a goal for me last year too, but I think that also, I know the person that wrote that personally, and I've always wanted to read this book. Not only to support them, but I feel like there's just good content in there that will make me think. You know, whether I agree or disagree with the content, it'll just help me think a little bit more deeply. And I feel like that's so important as a therapist, is to expose yourself to different perspectives, so that when you're approached with so many perspectives from your clients, you have a way of seeing different sides of things and presenting evidence that might be helpful to them. So I think that's on there too. Another piece of business is networking. What's a good image for networking? I want to talk to other providers, therapists, psychiatrists, different people in the mental health field to not only grow my practice, but also see how can I support those people too. I like this kind of group. No, that's not clear there, is it? Okay, let me see. Though often I'm networking virtually, but I think the image still conveys the same idea. I want to work on creating more content. So I'm going to put this laptop, the hands on the laptop, to show I'm trying to work on creating more Instagram, YouTube, Ko-fi content. I'm also working on my personal trainer and nutrition coach training. So I don't know if there are maybe ways that I can incorporate that into here. I'm not sure about that yet. I also really want to grow my YouTube channel. I don't know if there's something that encompasses this. Maybe this photo, just how I want people to be able to, like, well, that's a good place for that. I want people to open up and look towards my channel to see whatever I'm sharing that day, and hopefully it helps somebody. Even if I can just help one person, I feel like that goes a long way. Maybe I'll put some photos of someone conducting therapy. I love how there's always a couch. Here you can kind of tell. Maybe that's not the best place for that one. Maybe that. That way you could see that there's a therapist here and they're talking to somebody. I realize I'm blocking this one, but you'll see the full thing later. I'm wondering if there are any photos for EMDR. No, I'm not seeing that. Eye movement, desensation processing. As I'm working on my EMDR certification, so that would be cool to put on here too. Okay, here's somebody doing this practice. Where can I place them? Actually, I might move my steak and eggs over somewhere else. So there you go. There's somebody doing EMDR in person, which I would be doing it virtually, but I still think it's cool. I do like that coffee cup over there. I feel like that's a nice way to create joy. Perfect photo. I want a better photo for steak and eggs. I can't believe how hard this is. Maybe if I make it bigger. I feel like you can't really tell what's happening in that photo because of the way this is cut. I create joy every day. A lot of my joy really has been through gaming with my husband lately. So maybe I should put gaming of some kind there. I've been playing with the Nintendo Switch 2 a lot. So maybe I put that there or here. Yeah, maybe. Or I could put the old Nintendo Switch here. Doing that. Because this says growth over perfection. So I feel like that should be related to either my social media growth that I want to work on or the growth of my brain, my learning. I need to replace that photo. I've been trying to pray and meditate more. I feel like that gives me a really great way to prime my mind before the day starts. So lately I've been trying to do that through praying the rosary or meditating. Maybe I could put a nice photo of somebody praying with the rosary as something that reminds me that it's growth over perfection, that each prayer, even if I'm not feeling like the best, I'm not alone in my struggles. So I think I like that one. Oh, that's pretty too. Maybe I can make it bigger so that way everything shows a little bit more. There you go, something like that. Yeah, I'm liking the way this is looking so far. And also, I might make a million other vision boards. I know it was something I did last year was I made one and then I decided it doesn't really fully feel like me. Let me make another. I do want to read more. Maybe if I could read more books on psychology, therapy, but also business. So if I could maybe have somebody reading or a collection of books or something. Oh, I like this picture. This has the hands, glasses, and something nourishing and comforting to drink. Lately, for me, that's been tea and bone broth. I've been drinking some coffee, but not as much. So we have quite a few things going on here. I think I'm going to remove the text on the chalkboard. That one it's not aligning with me as much. But I have some pictures here that are focused on my health and personal training and nutrition coach stuff. So I've got steak and eggs, I've got the weights and the person working out, somebody doing EMDR for my business goals and therapy goals, a book that I really would like to read, gaming to have some pleasure and fun, the rosary for my own meditative and religious practice. But of course, that can look like whatever you feel like is most aligned with you. So I hope this was a fun experience for you. Let me disappear so that way you can see my vision board a little bit clearer. Now you can see everything a little bit more fully. And I want you to see how easy it is to create something over on Canva. But you could use whatever program you like, Photoshop, Illustrator, Paint. You can use something physical and in front of you. There's no right or wrong way to do this. as long as it helps you envision your goals. And then you can just put it somewhere where you're going to see it every day, so that way you don't forget about everything that you're working towards. I sincerely hope that this fun creative experience was helpful for you. I know it was fun for me to look around and see what photos align most with my goals and my values. So I encourage you to do the same. I hope it's helpful. Let me know if it is in the comments, and I cannot wait to connect with you. I hope you have a great day.